So we're live now. We're live on YouTube. Welcome everyone. So we're live with my sister, sacred sister, Rozsella. And we're just gonna talk about spirituality. I know for many of us, like spirituality is like it's kind of not like well defined. So I think I just want to have this opportunity to, as like a mental health therapist, I want to bring Rozsella on not only to talk about spirituality, but how spirituality can help you when it comes on to mental health. As I mentioned, like as a holistic mental health therapist, I've seen how spirituality has helped people with depression, with anxiety, and it's so important to feel connected to, for me, not only for me, but even my clients, to feel connected to like a higher source and a higher power, whether that's for you, that's God, Allah, Buddha, whatever that is for you. But spirituality has helped me feel connected to a higher source. And a lot of times it's been a very, I would say, a source of connection, of deep connection and meaning. And I just want to bring my sacred sister Rozsella on to just talk about her experience with spirituality, what it is, what it looks like, and how it has supported her in the work that she's doing and what we're doing as a collective. So hi Rozsella.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me a part of this experience.
Thank you for
Um,
joining.
yes. um,
So tell the
yes.
people who you are, what you
Okay.
do.
So my name is Rozsella. I'm a Sacred Woman Practitioner. I'm also a fifth grade teacher and a poet, and kind of like a spiritual interventionist. Where I
Mhm.
find different ways to promote holistic health practices and promote self healing practices while on my own journey. So simultaneously doing both. And that can actually be a challenge when you're self healing and teaching self healing tools. It could be a challenge with the spirit because you want to make sure that you are doing everything right, and that's not really realistic.
Mm.
When you're going through your spiritual journey, doing things right and being perfect and not going through any turmoil is not idealistic. That's the total opposite. Of It's not like this. The rainbow's at the end, yes, but you have to go through different things to find out who you are in the midst of
Right.
chaos, in the midst of the storm. Because just like water can look like spirit and be spirit, but it also can become chaotic and it can drown a whole world under it. So does it mean that water is still not spirit? Does it mean that water is still not pure? No, it don't mean that. It just mean that water was doing what it had to do at that time. So um, yeah,
Thank you
that's
for
what I
that.
can
Thank you
say.
for
So
that. Thank you for that.
yeah.
No, I can definitely relate to that. I guess can you talk some more about like what is spirituality for you, what it means for you, and what it looks like for you? Because again, spirituality is very different for everyone, right?
Right.
So can you just say like what that looks like for you and I guess what that
It
means for you
it
and how do
looks like
you
to me. It Okay. So to me, it looks like no separation. There's no
mm,
separation between the world and me. We are
mm-hmm,
one.
mm-hmm,
So spirit is being one with nature, being one with the divine connection, especially starting within your core. I think that's spirit. And spirit to me starts inside and then it comes outside. And right now, what's going on is like the earth spirit is being cleansed. And the manipulation is that cleanse the outside and forget about the inside. And I feel like spirit starts inside. For me, it's inside cleansing, inside communication, inside downloads. When you could read your own spirit, your own downloads, your own battles within your own spirit, then outside of you, it will be easier, to be in spirit, to
mm-hmm.
be to be of spirit, just to be. And I think spirit being like spirits, just when it comes to spirits, kind of like honestly being a god too. You know, I feel like they say in the Bible when Eve ate the fruit and whatnot, we all became gods because we knew right from wrong and we
Mm-hmm.
knew good and evil. So, that made us a god. So, in the spirit, if you know not so much of good and evil, but if you know how to read the signs, read what nature is telling you, I think that's a big part of walking and being spirit. Being able to just be in the present moment and take what is needed at that time, what spirit has for you at that time.
Mm. No, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Um, you touched on something just now that came up for me. Would you say spirituality and religion are the same thing, or they're different, or they're similarities?
I think there's similarities. It's kind of like a Venn diagram. It's like this may be Hare Krishna and this may be Islam, two different religions, but in the middle, they want you to get to your higher being, your higher self.
Mm.
So I really think that religion, they all different, but they all have that same correlation, like that same uh
And results.
yeah, they want you to reach your higher self. They want you to find that, find the light, within yourself.
Mm.
So I really think that that's the thing with separation. If we continue to separate the different things, you know, the different religions, just like separation will separate the different spirits, and we'll think that we're not the same spirit when we are.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll
Thank
think
you.
that that person's Islam and that person's Hare Krishna, but we won't see that, oh, but we're still trying to get to a higher ascension.
Right. Right. Thank you. And what are some spiritual, I would say, spiritual tools for anyone that's on the path of spirituality, right? What are some spiritual tools would you say that I guess you start off with on your own journey, or what you've been using to support yourself to get connected with divine or source?
I would say some spiritual tools would definitely be the energy that you put into your body.
Mm,
Um, that's one of the main things for me because whatever you put into your body is a reflection of what you can give off to others.
mm-hmm,
And if you're eating a lot of dead products, then you're gonna give off a lot of dead vibes. If you're eating a lot of false sugar, that means you kind of like can be addicted to false relationships or false love or things that may look like love or it doesn't really exactly feel like love. So everything is with the energy that you consume, and then I think is with the connection between the breath, the blood, and your own oxygen that you are giving into the world. So it's kind of like without the breath and without us tuning into our own music, it's kind of like our own music inside of us.
mm-hmm,
Without tuning into our own music inside of us, I think that can hinder the spirit. Your own hum, your own breathing techniques, and that mixed with the food, it gives you a sense of like you can live, especially what's going on right now, like you can live and like you're actually living, especially living in the city. It feels hard to breathe sometimes, to be able to control your own breath work. I think it's something that can help you really tap into the spirit. And also, so I said breath work, what energy you put into your body.
mm-hmm.
um, Also the people that you're around, I think it's
Mm.
important. If you're,
That's
and
a
I hear
big one.
people say, "Oh, I want to do the fast, or I want to eat a certain way," but I'm around people that live in my house that don't, so it makes it hard for me. So
Right.
I think being around, even if it's around only one person that believes in what you believe in, or can help you move forward, I think it's important your surroundings. Even with your surroundings in your home, making sure you have plants, not just people. Making sure you have plants, making sure you have good smells. Making sure that you have the elements around you. At all times and inside of you too. Having that fire inside of you, that water inside of you, that air. I think it's really important. So I
Thank
would
you
say
for
those are
that.
some things.
Thank you. Can you say some more about the elements? Because I don't think a lot of people know like what the elements that we're talking about. when it comes on to spirituality and how we abuse it as practitioners, with Sacred Woman, and how that has helped us be in tune with not only ourselves but also with others.
So when it comes to having the elements around you, I would say if I have fire around me, it's either I'm doing fire breaths or I'm smoking out my home. And especially with the virus and everything going on right now, it's important you go outside, smoke your home out, and just get all that out. And then to have the element of air around you, always having your windows open, letting air pass through, and that's also have to do with breathing as well. Keeping your lungs clear. Keeping your toxins out your blood. Controlling your emotions. That's air. And water, having water around you. So having an element of water is actually really powerful. I think it's the most powerful element actually, because you can manipulate your water with herbs to put into your body. You could manipulate your water with the sun, the moon, and put in your body, with crystals and put in your body. And then also you can use hydrotherapy at home, like bathtub, like having baths, taking showers, doing enemas, um, and all of those things can really help you when it comes to having an element of water around you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to having an element of earth around you, it's like meditation, having plants around you, having soil near you, seeds, collecting seeds is a way to ground. Also reading, educating yourself, knowledge. I think is grounding yourself,
Mm-hmm.
having books around and things of that nature, because the books comes from the trees, a form, one of the things that the trees are the most beautiful things that have been grounded here forever, and they create the most beautiful product, which is books.
Right.
And another way, so I said fire, earth, water, air, and I'm missing one.
Ether.
Ether. So to have the ether around you is to always have, I think, in my opinion, wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
and carrying that wisdom here, and having your eye always open.
Mm-hmm.
Having your eye always open, being ready to pick up the signs, having your open intuition. I think it's like being in the ethers.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I guess what comes to mind for me, because I feel like we all got a story, and however you feel comfortable sharing your story, how do you, like, what was happening in your life that I guess led you to this path? Because I feel like spirituality is like it for me. I can also speak about my experiences. It was a path that forced me to go on a path because of life continued to happen to me, and I feel like I'm tired of life happening this way. Like, how can I go within and be still and all that stuff? And it was, a Sacred Woman course that really forced me to tap into I would say, a deeper level of spirituality, because I feel like life was always happening to me, opposed to life happening for me. So I guess, can you talk like a bit deeper how that showed up for you, and what led you to the path of spirituality?
So what led me to this path? I think honestly, it was kind of like something that was instilled in me, kind of like in past lives, because even when I was born, I grew up in the church, and I was always like into it. I was like the only child taking notes. Like I used to preach sometimes, used to do like altar prayer and all those things. So I just feel like it was something that was kind of always my calling. But when I truly answered the call was when I went through like a turmoil. I was in a car accident, and I was trying to figure out how to heal my body,
Mm.
and I didn't understand how my body wasn't healing, and I was so young. So I figured out, oh, it's the foods that I'm eating, it's the lack of breathing that I'm doing, and it just forced me to go deeper into what it is that I wanted to do. Hold on one second, sorry.
No problem.
I didn't want you to
Right.
Hello.
Yeah.
So sorry. Yeah. So after the car accident, and seeing that I wasn't able to heal, I was like, you know what, I need to go deeper into my healing journey and figure out my body and what does this mean to be in this body. and what can I put into it to heal. And I was going to doctors, they didn't know what to tell me. I was like, this is unreal, this will make no sense. And that started my healing journey. And that was probably like about maybe five years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started simple with the foods first and a lot of breathing, and I was able to heal both of my knees from inflammation because of it. So after I healed my knees from inflammation, I was like, wow, if I could do this for myself, I would love to share what the body can do with others. And I can't believe that no one tells us these things.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just so like excited and shocked and all at the same time.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Like it reminds me that when you talk about the call, like I feel like at some point in our life, we all get the call and
Mm-hmm.
to go on the journey. And I can say spirituality is not like a lot of rainbows and sunshine. It's a lot of work, and it's especially hard when you're healing and when you're also serving. So can you say like how has it been for you? Like you said, you're self healing at the same time, but you also serving others in
Mm-hmm.
terms of supporting others on their own journey. So how has
Right.
this practice been for you, just in the process of serving, but also healing yourself?
That has been very difficult. And it's been difficult because uh, you you see that you build the relationships based on what you needed to heal from,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that. But it's also, matter of fact, it's not so difficult either, because when you're self-healing, you get to see your reflections more clearly, actually, and you
Mm-hmm.
get to see the mirroring more clearly. So you get to make discernments that are like, oh, okay, this person's reflecting mirror something to me that I've kind of moved on from, or that I still need healing um,
Mm-hmm.
towards. And it's up to you to decide, if to pass the test, to move to the next level. And what makes it difficult, I believe, is feeling feeling like, oh, expressing it makes it difficult, finding out how to express it to other people, how to become an alchemist, how to take it and use it for towards your purpose, and not not use it against yourself as a weapon. And
Mm-hmm.
that weapon could be shame or guilt, so you want to like become the alchemist of your whole story and be like, wait a minute, this is not negative, this is actually positive,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm supposed to learn something here. Or I'm supposed to understand the plot twist here. And I think that that is very important. I think just knowing that you're gonna have a lot of reflections and mirroring happening towards you, and to pay attention to the reflections in the mirrors.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I love it. I love it. Um, I guess also, a lot of people probably don't know we did the Sacred Woman course together, and we're also both practitioners with the Queen of Four program. So I guess how has that journey helped you on your spiritual path, and how has it continued to support you?
Um, Being in that program helped me learning, putting to pieces together, um, just showing me the less separateness. I'm not separate from the elements. I'm not separate from nature. So kind of putting those things together for me and showing me the different gateways within me. The
Mm-hmm.
different gateways within my cosmic body, my cosmic makeup. And once I understood the different gateways inside of me, I'm like, oh, today I want to tap into this gateway. Oh, today I want to tap into this gateway. Oh, this gateway is still triggered. So it just helped me see all of those things inside of myself, and seeing my strengths and my weaknesses. And it still helps me today, because I'm able to connect with women that are still part of the journey,
Mm-hmm.
and that have been a part of the journey already. And so I'm happy for like the fellowship, and to be able to still connect with different women that have taken the same journey as me.
Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. And a lot of people that don't know, Rozsella does have her own circle every month.
Yes.
Can you tell us about your circle and what you do, your sister circle, and how, like, what birthed that? Because that's one of your mission. That's your mission, right?
Yeah, that is my
Yes.
baby. I actually had to. I had to. I actually had to fight for my baby. It was so crazy. I So after I took the womb circle classes,
Mm-hmm.
I decided to create a womb circle gathering, and it birthed in it. It was birthed in me. I think I had a vision of actually bringing together healers and artists. And
Mm.
most of the people that come to my womb circle, a lot of them are artists, like
Mm-hmm.
poets, singers, or artists in their healing words, sound meditation, things of that nature. And I was like, you know what, I can create this portal where artists come together. Because first I am an artist, I'm a poet, so I'm a part of that artistic world. So I wanted to merge that world together with the healing community together. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the purpose of the Moon Circle is to ancestral DNA activation for 7 generations, and that just that alone is a big task, you know. But it starts with small things. That's, you know, with eating properly and with guiding the womb circle. I take it very very seriously because there's a lot of we want to. I've learned something. My math teacher had explained this to me before too. A lot of we want to get to where we want to get to, but we have to continue to do the work. But we have to do it really intensely. And
Mm.
that's what I try to get people to understand when it comes to Womb Circle, that we're coming together. Yes, we look good. Yeah,
Right,
but
right,
we
right.
really want to come together and do the work. You know, that's what I really want to stress, because it makes no sense for you to come if you're not willing to do it for yourself. You
Right.
won't be able to activate your 7 generations of abundance. You won't be able to activate your DNA. So activating your DNA actually looks like, it feels like electricity coming out of your fingertips. You know, it looks like you having vivid dreams and you having downloads, and you really getting to tap into who you was in your past life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you was a woman that was a warrior. Maybe you was a woman that was a scribe. You know, maybe you was a woman that was a builder. You know, or maybe it's a woman that created things, or maybe you was a woman gift of gab. You know,
Right.
so just helping us tap into those things, I think, is really important. And the womb circle is just a place for us to come, show up, and start the work right there and then. You know,
Mm.
not wait. We need to start now. We need to do it now. And I want to create some type of financial assistance for us as well. So there's different things I want to do that can this community can stay together and
Right.
continue to thrive, you know, and build with other communities. So yeah.
No, that's powerful. I've been to your circles. I'm telling you, it's transformational. No joke, it's a real deal. And you do feel the connection. You feel I can't describe the feeling. It's like once in a, it's real. It's a real feeling. It's a real sisterhood. It's a real um place to release, but also a place where you leave feeling empowered. And I really love that about your circle. Is it circle every month? Can you tell us, like, is it every month, every week? What else can we expect from the circle and so forth?
So right now, you know, I'm just working on the womb circle poetry. I don't know about performing because of what's going on right now, but the womb circle is definitely going to be online this
Online?
Sunday. It's going to be online this Sunday, and I'm going to be doing another fasting for the summer solstice, another
Mm.
20-day fasting programs. I created this fasting program for the 4 seasons,
For how
and
many weeks?
it's huh
You said how many weeks?
4 seasons for the
4 seasons.
4 seasons, about 21 days.
Mm.
And we just finished doing the full spring equinox fast for 20 days, and I had about 50 people signed up and 30 participants, and it was life changing because it was supposed to be at this time. You know, look at everything that's going on.
Your voice
You
is
know,
breaking out.
oh, my phone's breaking up.
Yeah, it's breaking up a little bit.
My phone's dying. 1%. Oh God. Yeah. Oh, I think my phone's about to literally start doing bullshit. Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can't. I don't know why I can't hear you.
You can't hear
I
me?
think my phone might stand.
Are you not able to hear me? Oh, we got disconnected. It's okay. She's gonna come back on, and we're just gonna finish up. I think she got disconnected. Let me see. That was good, right? We continue on this path of spirituality and I guess what it looks like and what it means. And Rozsella was breaking down how, especially I think for me, when it comes to spirituality, so the is the part that really inspired me and is a part where you're forced to go within, you're forced to connect with self and the inner self and be with that and have that connection with self and with source and whatever source looks like for you. And I think that's the biggest part of it, developing, cultivating that your spirit and developing that. That's a part that really, I would say, support my journey as an individual. And it's a journey that I think we all have to take. And I guess spirituality looks different for a lot of people, and it does, and that's okay. I think what's very powerful is developing your own spirit and your own path, but also find what works for you. And spirituality doesn't have to be, I would say, it is. What tools have I been using? I would say some tools that I've been using big for me is gratitude. It's gratitude, being thankful for whatever comes, whatever flows. And now so much I only want the good stuff in life. I only want the pleasurable stuff. But accept all things that come and all things that need to be because everything is connected, like what Rozsella was saying. Everything is connected. Everything is all a part of the journey. Everything is connected to helping your spirit, yourself to develop. Even the ones that you think, oh my goodness, here we go again. But what lesson is that particular experience looking to teach you? What lesson is that continue to come up that you must learn to get, like she was saying, to get to the next level, to get to the next phase in your development or in our development. And that's what spirituality has given me. There's so many benefits to spirituality. I would say for me the most important benefits is connecting to source and knowing that source is me and source is within me, that I was created by a creator and therefore I am a creator and therefore there's no separateness. That's one of the biggest thing. And even simple as go back to tools as walking out in nature, and you cannot explain this unexplainable feeling to know that you're connected. And Rozsella talk about the elements, the five elements that that really that's within us, not only within us, but the elements that are also a part of the universe. Because we know as people that practice, I would say, African spirituality, we know and we have taught that as above, so below. So, everything that's in that created universe is also within us. And that was one of the most powerful things that really made me feel like, wow, the same elements that are in the universe is also within me. It's so concrete, like it's like water. The earth is made up of what, like 70% of water. And our body as human beings is over 70% of water. Like there's no coincidence, or the creator, whatever you call God, mother, father, creator, it makes no mistake in creating it's creation. And spirituality does, help you to, I feel like, for me, that bigger, that meaning, that why, like, why, who am I, and how was I created, why was I created, what's my purpose, and it just helped you to go deeper. I think that's what life is, because I feel like, sometimes we all, and I'm a part of, we all, we live a very mundane life, a very um very like planned out life. You go to school, you go to get a job, and you make money, you get married, have kids, and it's so planned out. And it's for some people, that journey, for that journey, who am I to judge? That journey is what, is their path. And sometimes different journeys allow you to go deeper, and I feel like spirituality allow you to go on a deeper path, on a path of really a self-discovery and self-love. It's a journey of self-love also. So, I just want to talk about that and what come up for me, and how I've used it in my practice as a holistic mental health therapist. So as a holistic health mental therapist, it goes back to, again, everything is connected to your wellness, to your health. Like, you cannot have, for me, I wouldn't I support clients in a holistic way. So the biggest part, because my specialty is in trauma, and trauma, when you experience psychological traumas. And the biggest part of trauma is going within, is being aware of self-awareness, self-reflection, emotional regulation. And a big part of spirituality does require it. It's a big part that require that you go within. So supporting clients to go within is one of the biggest part of my practice, and being able to understand how trauma impact them, how they show up in the world, and how it impact how they show up for themselves. And that's also spirituality. Spirituality force you to go within, and to listen, to be aware of self, of others, and the path, and the connection to self. So, I think that's the spill for today. I'm not sure what's going on with Rozella, if she's able to come back on, but we do appreciate her coming joining us today on YouTube, on my YouTube, on the YouTube on my channel. But I just want to leave you with, I know that she does have a monthly circle, and I just want to leave you. She have a circle, I'll say here. Let me look it up. I think it's on the 29th. It's on Sunday. Let's see. Okay, so Rozella circle is called the womb. I'm sorry, not the womb. The ob the abdominal womb circle. I will drop that here. And she has a circle on Sunday the 29th. So I'll drop that here. Let's see. Maybe, definitely support my sister. I think it's a monthly service. And you can also support her on her, and that's also, it's the TheAboriginal womb circle. And she does have one coming online again on Sunday. It's online because we're quarantined, of course. So things are happening in the world, and that's it. A big part of spirituality too is, for me, that has really helped me is that help me feel connected to source and to rhythm and to nature. Because a big part of it for me too is feeling connected to nature is music. I can explain to how much music has helped me to feel grounded, to feel supported, and to feel connected to source, to divine. And when nothing else matter, music is a part of my one of my many healing tools, and a tool that helped me to feel spiritually in tune. So I'm going to end it and leave this session with one of my favorite songs. And if anybody that knows me know that this is one of my favorite songs and my favorite artist. So this is it. And much love and light. And any questions, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and tell a friend and share and like to the channel. Take care, everyone. Till next time.
I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside. Oh, I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.